And the Arizona Cardinals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete to open things up.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Murray now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And it's fielded at the 34. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
The Cardinals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think
into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
Once again, it's Connor.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
James Conner,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cards are an extra point away from evening this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this without the 32. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On the counter, it's Connor. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing now is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his 1st career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They run behind center with Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Connor up the middle, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Murray tucks and runs.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, 27 yards.
And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
After right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying the left side with Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Murray going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On second down, it's Walker.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, Wilson.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw, it's Murray. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And third and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And this is caught. He hits more. And out across midfield down to the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
An option handoff given to Connor. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Running left is Walker.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the slot man goes in motion left. Wilson to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play.